Hi there, and welcome to this ZionWorx 5 Beta 1 walkthrough video. My name is Ollie, and in this video I'll walk you through what's new in version 5, what's still missing, how you can get set up, and what's the best way to share your feedback with us as you go on testing. Before we get into it, thank you so much for your willingness to help us out. Taking the time to test a new piece of software isn't nothing, and we genuinely really appreciate it. So, each week we'll send you a new beta release. You'll receive an email with a download link for the latest version, along with a link to a video just like this one, walking you through what's changed and anything else you need to know. Once you click the link and download the installer, you can open it up and follow the steps. This should only take a minute or two. Once ZionWorx is open, you'll see the default database is already loaded, so you can get straight into testing if you'd like. If you already use v3 or v4 and want to have your existing database and themes available in v5, then we recommend that you manually copy the database and themes folder from your existing installation and paste them into the v5 installation folder. You can do this in File Explorer, and you only need to do it once. As you can see, things look quite different. That's because ZionWorx 5 is more of a ground-up rebuild than a typical update with a few changes here and there. Despite this full-scale rebuild, the learning curve will actually be close to nothing, and that's because the fundamental ZionWorx workflow is unchanged. The command bar is still at the top, split into 5 groups: files, tools, displays, streams, and on the right you'll notice the presentation controls have moved up out of the presentation panel. Below the command bar, going left to right, things look quite familiar. On the left is the now collapsible tabbed resources area, where you can search and drag and drop anything into your playlist. We've made a few small changes to playlist item behavior. To delete an item, you can hover over the item icon and delete it from there. To present an item, you can hit the play button, or you can double click in the body of that item. You'll then see a flashing red dot indicating that it's live. The settings icon next to the play button will allow you to configure or edit that item. Please note that none of these settings menus are wired up just yet, so don't expect anything to happen when you click them for now. Just below the playlist is the outputs panel, but with a twist. There are now 3 tabs letting you toggle between the main display, stage display, and text overlays. On the right is the presenter panel. This is where you as an operator will be spending most of your time stepping through slides, songs, Bible passages, PowerPoint, and running videos and audio. There's also a recent item section, so you can return to a playlist item you've already presented during the service at any point. There are also splitters between each panel so that you can adjust their width to your liking. What exactly is new with this release? Well, ZionWorx 5 is now a 64-bit app. That means that it'll run slightly faster than v4 and will be installed in the Program Files folder on your PC, not Program Files x86. The user interface is also fully high DPI aware, so it's compatible with any display, including 4K monitors. It also has vector icons that will look super crisp at high resolutions. In the Resources panel on the left, you'll see a new tab at the bottom with a download icon. Clicking it will reveal a new feature, the Media Downloader. To use it, copy a video URL to your clipboard. I'll use YouTube for this example. Paste it into your downloader with Ctrl-V or the paste icon at the top right. Once it's found the video, you can select a resolution, choose a save location, and download it. Once the download's complete, hit the button at the bottom to add it straight to your playlist, or you can drag and drop the thumbnail straight in as well. Still in the Resources section, click the Songs tab towards the top. At first glance, nothing looks new, but log into the Song Select website and copy the lyrics of a song you'd like to add to the clipboard. Back in ZionWorx, the song and its details are automatically detected, and with one click of the Import button, you can add it straight to your database, or tick the option to add it to your playlist as well. In this first beta, there is no song editor available, but it will be coming soon. Now onto outputs. Firstly, we've had an NDI overhaul, completely re-implementing the latest version of NDI so that it now runs much smoother and quicker, not to mention that it now streams at 60 FPS. You'll also see that Stage Display is available. This feature will provide you with a display designed to assist church members leading from the stage. To toggle it on and off, click the Stage Display button in the command bar, and then to monitor it, you can come down to the Outputs panel and click the Stage Display tab. By pressing the small settings icon here on the right of the tab, you will open the Stage Display configuration menu, which will allow you to customize the appearance of each stage display element by color, size, font, etc. You can watch the changes be made live, and at any point hit cancel if you want to discard your changes. Text overlays works the same way, with a button in the command bar to toggle it on and off, and a separate monitor in the outputs panel to watch it work. We've currently wired 2 keyboard shortcuts for display visibility. They are Ctrl F9 for main display and Ctrl Shift F9 for the stage display. You might be thinking, great, we've now got 3 distinct output types: main display, stage display, and text overlays. But what if I want to monitor all 3 at the same time instead of clicking through the tabs in the output section? Well, we can in fact do just that. Head to the Tools section of the command bar and click Layout Mode. A drop-down lets you switch from Classic Layout, which is the one we are all familiar with, to Multi-View. Once selected, the UI instantly reconfigures to show all 3 outputs on the right, so you can watch them all in action as you present. You may need to drag the splitters around to adjust things to your liking. The Recent Items area also moves out of the Presenter section and into the Playlist panel. Multi-View gives you more screen space to work with the playlist and the presenter, especially if you collapse the Resources panel using the button at the top left. This layout is ideal if you are controlling lower thirds NDI overlays when streaming. Now that you can see all 3 outputs at once, you might wonder, how do I control them together? If my main display shows 5 lines per slide, my stage display shows 8, and my text overlays show 2, how do I manage them all at once? This brings us to one of the most powerful features of this release: Auto Sync Outputs. This will allow a single operator to run all 3 outputs simultaneously. Our algorithm selects a master output marked with a crown icon in its header, which you can control from the presenter, and the other 2 outputs become slaves to it. So as you click through slides during a song or a reading, the slave outputs switch automatically to the correct slide. Our algorithm handles the complexity of different themes, fonts, canvas size, word wrapping, and pagination for each output independently. You only need to focus on the master output, but you can watch all 3 as they change at different times. We believe that this feature is entirely unique to ZionWorx and might be the first feature of its kind, but you can take a look and see what you think. It's worth me pointing out that none of the features in the Tools section of the command bar are wired up yet, with the exception of Layout Mode that you've already seen. That means that for this first week, you won't be able to use the Song Editor, the Theme Editor, Quick Slides, Alerts, or Screen Recorder. A few playlist item types also don't have fully migrated presenters just yet. These are App Cloning and Cameras, as you can see. The most useful way you can test for us is with free exploration of the features that are currently working. With each beta release, we will be enabling more features. There is no particular script to follow, but we'd encourage you to use the app with a similar workflow to how you currently do and see where it falls over. To report any bugs you found or suggest any improvements, email us at support@jubilatesoftware.com. We'll respond to every message individually as quickly as we can, and internally we are managing our own issue tracker to prioritize fixes for the next beta release. Thanks again so much for your willingness to help us out with this. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll get back to you as quickly as we can. God bless.